Hello, dear viewers and listeners. I am Dr. Monica Mishra. I'm working with IGNOU in the capacity of Assistant Professor in the discipline of Psychology, School of Social Sciences, Indira Gandhi National Open University. Today, we'll be talking about the psychology courses that are being offered in the Bachelor of Arts general program offered by the School of Social Sciences, IGNOU. At this point, I would like to share with you that in 2010, the discipline of psychology started. And since then, we have been offering BA psychology major, MA psychology, and then we started with the PhD program in 2012, but that is, of course, in the regular mode. Now, we will just go step by step in order to understand the scheme of study and the program structure. At the outset, I would just like to share with you that the BAG program has been revised. As such, there was the bachelor's degree program that I just mentioned. It started in 2010. In 2019, July onwards, we have revised the BDP program, and now this is as per the choice-based credit system. And this model has been given by the UGC. And I would just suggest the learners, if they're more interested in the choice-based credit system, they can visit the UGC website for further details. The eligibility now, many of you must have been enrolled in the July 2019 cycle. Many of you must have also been enrolled in the January 2020 cycle, and many must be the prospective learners as well. You must be very clear that the eligibility is of course 10+2, and that is why you have enrolled yourself. The medium is currently English and Hindi. Now, when we say medium, that means we will be providing the study material in English as well as in Hindi. As you must be aware, that we provide the study material, the self-learning material. So this will be in English and Hindi. Your assignments will be in English and Hindi. Your question paper will be in English and Hindi, and you have the option of writing in both, either of the language. Now, duration. Duration is of 3 years and maximum up to 6 years. Now, this is as per the semester system. That is, first and second semester is in the first year, third and fourth in the second year, and the fifth and sixth semester in the third year. The fee structure is, you must have already paid the fee structure, but in the July 2019 cycle, the learners have missed out in paying rupees 600 extra. That is for the psychology courses. Otherwise, you have paid 2,400, but at some point of time, you will be paying 600 more, and that is only in the first year and the second year. This is why, because in the first year, that is in the first semester, as well as in the second semester, and that is in the second year, in the fourth semester, we have practical component. And so that is why the psychology learners need to pay extra 600 apart from the 2,400. Now, the delivery of the program is through the learner support system. While registering for the program, you must have opted a learner support system. Be very careful when you opt for it, because psychology is not being offered in all the learner support centers across India. So you have to be very particular in selecting the center. The prerogative is a psychology lab. Since I just mentioned that we have practical component, so we need lab where you will be doing the practicals. So that is a mandatory. And of course, the counseling sessions also here, I would like to mention that for the practical academics counseling sessions are mandatory. Now, because of the COVID pandemic, the counseling sessions are not being conducted at the learner support centers. But there's nothing to worry about. There is much to learn sitting at home also, and we will see how we can go about. Now, the self-learning material, as I just mentioned, that you must have opted either for the hard copy or the soft copy. And of course, the students who have opted for the soft copy get a waive off of about 15%. Here, I would like to just mention that are all soft copy, despite the fact whether you have received the material or not received. We are sorry if you have not received and there is a slight delay because, of course, because of the problem, the challenging times that we are going through. All the soft copies, they are uploaded on IGNOU. So you can very well access the material meantime. You can also hear, just when I mentioned that we already had the BA program, bachelor's degree program in psychology, our earlier material is also uploaded. So no information, no knowledge goes waste. So you can always refer to our previous material also. Whatever, you can just browse the e-Gyan Kosh and you can find out a material and you can study, you can make notes, and you can be prepared for the the oncoming the sessions of the academic counseling sessions. You can be well briefed. This is the appropriate time where you can read at length, you can make down notes, you can jot down your queries, and whenever the academic counseling session starts, you can always you can ask, you can discuss with your academic counselors. As I just mentioned, that we have the practical component apart from the theory component. The courses are of 6 credits. We will deal, of course, in detail a little bit later. We have, first of all, I'll just discuss about the practical component, the theory and the tutorial. All our psychology courses, they have either, the core courses, they have either the tutorial component or the practical component. Say, for example, in the first semester, we have the practical component. So 4 credit will be theory and 2 credit is practical. Wherever it is practical, we don't have tutorial. And if we have tutorial, then we don't have practical. The practical and tutorial, they are of only 2 credits. We'll just discuss what is a credit sometime later in the program. Now we come on to the assignments. Now, since you're enrolled in IGNOU, assignments is an important part of your scheme of study. This is a pattern of continuous evaluation. For you to write the term and exam, it is mandatory for you to submit assignments. And the admission cycle, it depends on the admission cycle of which assignment you're going to submit. Say, for example, you have enrolled yourself in the July 2019 cycle. Now, the July 2019 cycle, and or say, for example, you have enrolled in the January 20 cycle. Now, the assignments for the July and the January sessions are the same, and within there is a timeline before that you have to submit the assignments. The July 19, as I just mentioned, that this is a semester-based program, but in the initial few years, we are going to have the exam as per the annual system. And this is what we have also mentioned in the program guide, in the common prospectus also, if you read it thoroughly. As a learner of distance education, your responsibility also increases. You have to read everything that is provided by the university very carefully in order not to land in trouble. Because time to time, there might be some communication gap and there might be certain laxity at some point of time. So you have to breast yourself by visiting the website and reading whatever material we provide. So the assignments, as I just mentioned, they are same for the July and the January cycle, and there is a timeline before that you need to submit it to the study center. So we have the assignments uploaded for the July session, July 2019, and they are for the students who have enrolled for the January 20 cycle, it just stands the same. So what you can do is you download the assignments, write down the assignments and submit at the study center. Now, of course, it is closed, but whenever it reopens, you can submit it. Now, the assignments can be written in English and Hindi as well. And for the July, of course, it was 30th March. the date of submission, and because of the problems, the present problems and the challenges, the date has been extended. So for that, you please visit the website ignou.ac.in at regular intervals to update yourself. For the January admission cycle, it is of course 30th September as of now. If it extends, it will be there on the website. Now, assignments, one important factor that you have to consider while writing assignment is that you don't need to copy verbatim from the study material. You have to comprehend it in your own language, understand it, and write it in your own language. You can also, of course, the syllabus is a model syllabus. We try to encapsulate everything in the limited word limit, but you can always uh, refer to other books also, because many of you must be wanting to make a career in psychology. So there are a number of resources that are present offline as well as online. But we do not promote you in buying assignments and referring to the guidebooks, the cheap guidebooks that are available in the market. You should you should not be using such, because the academic counselors also know from where you are writing. So what happens is, at the end of the day, you get very low marks in assignments as well. So you have to, there are certain things that you have to consider while writing assignments also. There's nothing wrong in, simplifying the text, simplifying the content, writing it properly. And you have to attach the assignment, the downloaded assignment. Numbering should be proper. Just read the questions carefully before attempting. And the same applies in your exam also. Most often we come across where the student has answered irrespective of what has been asked, for example, right? So in assignments, you just read the question, what is being asked, and within the whatever specified word limit. That is also very important. It's not like you write a number of pages, because uh, there is a misconception that you tend to get marks when you write more. So it is not something like that, especially in the discipline of psychology, where it is very scientific in nature. Now, assignments, once they are submitted, they will be evaluated by your academic counselors, and try to get it back before your exams, because the assignments carry feedback and comments, the tutor comments, because they are known as tutor marked assignments. Tutor marked assignments, TMA. Tutor here is your academic counselors who will be, writing comments where something need to be added or deleted, where or you have done pretty well in the assignments. All such kind of feedback will be given in the assignments, so that, and this is a learning lesson also for you to write properly in the term and exam. This is a simple exercise where you need to do more, where you want to cover up the main areas, etc. Assignment, one important aspect of assignment is also that uh, it carries 30% weightage. If you see the scheme of examination at IGNOU, we have the assignments and we have the theory exams. The assignments, they carry 30% weightage, and though it is of 100 marks, but whatever you score on 100, out of that will be, 30% of that marks will be taken. And when you are writing the term and exam, of course, if the paper is in psychology, we have 50 marks paper of 2 hours. So whatever you score, 70% of that will be taken, and so aggregate will be 30 plus 70. So that is the very important scheme, and this we have mentioned in our prospectus also. So you please read it once again for more clarity. You can also get back to us. I will just share with you certain emails at the end of the program. Term and exam, I just mentioned that, of course, we have 70% weightage. Exams in IGNOU they are conducted in June and December every year. Now, for example, this year we are having certain challenges, and we, whatever the date sheet, the timeline, it will be there on the website. So you please be updated while visiting the website. And the exam, the psychology term and exam will be of 50 marks, 2 hours duration, 70% weightage. All the theory exams will be marked in the date sheet, that whatever you receive, that whatever it is uploaded on the website, except the practical. The practical exam will happen at your study center, that is the learner support center. So you need to be in touch with your study center when it is to be conducted. Naturally, this will happen only when you have completed all the sessions, and then you will have the term end exam, because you need to conduct certain tests and experiments, and depending on that, you will be tested. So you will have the term end exam separately for the practical component as well as the theory component. The theory component is, of course, of 4 credit, and the practical component is of 2 credits. Now, the tutorial. We have another component in psychology as the tutorial. This is also of 2 credits. Now, these are certain exercises, field kind of a certain where you can relate theory to the real life experiences. This we will be uploading along with the assignments. So the first part will be tutorial and the rest will be assignments. So whichever course has a tutorial, that activity will be included in your assignments. So the first part will be a tutorial followed by the assignment. So don't get confused, that because tutorial will have separate evaluation again by your academic counselors, and the assignments have extra weightage. So don't get confused. These are separate activities. While we are discussing the term end exam, it is also very imperative for you to know that there is, the exam forms are filled. There is a separate exam fee apart from what you have filled at the time of registration. There is a separate exam fee for each course. Of course, it is very nominal, and we have separate course codes for all the courses. So be very particular while you're filling up the course codes, because then at the end of the day, if you fill up wrong course codes, there will be some problem, because you will not match, or somewhere it will be missing in the date sheet and so on. So be very careful while you're filling up the form. You note it down separately for what exams you want to write, what are the course codes, and so on. Everything is online. The exam forms are also filled up online, and you need to fill up when the portal opens at www.ignou.ac.in. Now, in order to understand this is somewhat, I've partially explained you the scheme of study, but now let us take the step by step how about the scheme, further the scheme of study and the program structure. Now, the BAG program, the course code is of course BAG, BA general program. It is semester system, but of course the exams will be conducted annually. That I have also mentioned. June and December the exam happens. I was discussing about the credit system. In IGNOU we have the credit system, and it is, of course, we have revised a BA program as per the choice-based credit system. But IGNOU, since since the inception of the programs, we have the credit system. So it is not new for IGNOU. In IGNOU, 1 credit is equal to 30 study hours. And when we talk about 30 study hours, so it includes all your learning activities. I repeat, all your learning activities. And this includes your reading, your comprehending the material, the study material that we provide, or any extra material that you want to read, listening to the audios, the videos, counseling sessions at the learner support centers. Then we have also the teleconference through Gyan Darshan. Then we have the interactive radio counseling through Gyan Bani. We have the written assignments, and now we have this Facebook page as well, where you will be watching the programs. So these are the few ways in which we try to connect with the learners. And of course, we have the assignments also. So all these are all related to the learning activities, and this will constitute of the study hours. The BAG program offered by the School of Social Sciences right now is encompassing about 12 disciplines. Say, for example, we have economics, history, political science, sociology, anthropology, and so on. So around 12 disciplines we are having. And as the time goes, as the faculty is able to develop, we will be offering more and more courses in this basket. And the courses, all the courses have different course codes. So don't get confused. Of course, say for example, we have your first course in the first semester is, say, for example, BPCC 131. So that is the psychology core course, CC 131. But then again, you have BANCC, like, for example, in anthropology, it is 131. You have BPCC 131, and accordingly, you will have the course of other discipline, but also the numerics will be same 131. The alphabets will be changed. So you have to keep that in mind while filling up the course codes, while you are registering for the program. Now, if you come on to the structure, we have the total credits as 132 in the general program. 132 is the total number of credits, and you need to complete 22 credits in each semester. That is the 6 months. You need to complete 22 credits in each semester. And the type of courses that we are offering here in this program, it is, for example, we have the core courses. I just gave you an example of BPCC. This is psychology core course. So the CC is for the core course. We have this abbreviation coding system. And these core courses, they are offered in the first, second, third, and fourth semester. That is in the first year and the second year. As a student of the BAG program, you need to select two disciplines. Say, for example, you select psychology and economics, or say, for example, you select psychology and any other discipline, sociology, and so on and so forth. So these two disciplines you will carry out throughout your sixth semester, that is in 3 years. The core courses, the total number of credits we have is 72. And this classification and this division we have explained very methodically in our common prospectus also. Now we have certain discipline specific courses also related to a particular discipline. Say, for example, you are opting psychology. So we have some discipline specific courses. They are in the fifth and the sixth semester, right? So the fifth and sixth semester, this means they are third year. Now the core courses, they are also 6 credits. Of course, in core courses, we have 4+2 division, that is theory and either practical or tutorial. Discipline specific courses, they don't have any division, they have just 6 credit theory. And in all, you have to complete 24 credits worth of the discipline specific courses. Then we have certain ability enhancement courses and the skill enhancement courses also. They are also of 24 credits. Say, for example, you have to complete the compulsory. Now, these are the compulsory courses, of course. In, say, for example, in ability enhancement courses, you have the environment. That is a compulsory course on environment in the first semester. Then you have language in the second semester. That is, of course, these are in the first year. So you have to be very particular while you fill up the form. Language, of course, you have an option English, Hindi, and there might be other languages also in the basket. You have to confirm that. And then we have the skill enhancement courses in the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth semester. Then another very interesting area that has been introduced is the generic courses. Now, these generic courses are, of course, they are interdisciplinary courses. A psychology student will be, for example, studying a course from maybe sociology or anthropology or gender and development. So we are offering interdisciplinary courses in this category. And the total number of credits is 12, overall 12 credits. And you need to complete these generic courses in the fifth and the sixth semester. So that is in the third year. So all in all, when we add up all these credits, it's come to 132 credits. So this entire program is of 132 credits. When we talk about the core courses, coming back to the structure, In the core courses, now many of you must have registered for the program in the July 19 session. Many of you have enrolled in the January 20 session. You must be wondering about the core courses. So we have 4 core courses. In the first semester, we have the Foundations of Psychology, BPCC 131. Again, here we have 4 credit theory, 2 credit practical. Then in the second semester, we have Introduction to Social Psychology. 4 credit we have theory, and 2 is the tutorial. Psychological disorders. Now, this is a third semester course, BPCC 133. This is again 4 credit theory, and 2 credit is tutorial. Then lastly, in the fourth semester, we have statistical methods and research methods. Again, it is of 6 credit, but here the division is 4 credit is for theory and 2 is for practical. Now, as I just mentioned that you will be having practical in the first semester and in the fourth semester. You will be conducting it in your learner support center, in your study center. Be in touch with your academic counselors. Normally, the schedule is displayed on the regional center website also. And I will just share with you the emails if in case there is any problem. The evaluation for the exam as well as theory and practical is done differently. So all the components, in order to complete a particular course, all the components need to be completed, right? So you need to attempt the assignments, you need to conduct the practicals because the sessions are mandatory, and you need to write the term and exam. Now, when it comes to the academic counseling sessions, for a 4 credit, say for example, a 4 credit theory component in a particular course, we have 4 classes. And these classes, when we say these are the academic counseling sessions of approximately 2.5 hours, they are done, they're conducted during the weekends at your study center, normally on Saturdays, Sundays. The timetable is forwarded to the students. And before going to the study center, you just go through the study material that we are providing it to you, because after a real hard work, we are able to complete the study material, and experts in the area have written it for you. It has been well compiled, and of course you can give us a feedback on the study material also. Your feedback is most welcome. So before going to the academic counseling sessions, you need to go through though it is in a very simple language, but there might be certain problems, especially in psychology, where it is somewhat scientific, and the terminology is little difficult to understand at one go. So you need to read over and over again. Wherever you are stuck, we provide you certain space in the left and the right hand margin where you can jot down your points, where you are stuck, where any theory you want to go into detail. You can always ask your academic counselor to explain it in detail when you go for the sessions. Though the counseling sessions are not mandatory for the theory component, but as a faculty, I would suggest that you should be attending, because of course, in the normal times right now, of course, they are not happening. But whenever they resume, I would suggest that you attend the classes, because there you have the interaction with the counselors, with the teachers, you form a peer group, and with the new technology, you can always form groups on WhatsApp and so on, where you can share your comments. There are certain links that are provided for further information and knowledge. So these are good platforms right now that you can use of. So a peer group is formed. You come in touch with your counselors. You are somewhat, you try to be in pace with whatever is required to complete a course and the program. Otherwise, you become out of touch. Just reading it on your own. Of course, this is a facility that the university is providing, right? That is why we have not made it mandatory. But of course, there are many disciplines that have made at least 75% of attendance in the counseling sessions also mandatory in few of the disciplines. But as a responsible student, you should be attending. And if you have any problems regarding the counseling sessions, for example, where it is not being conducted or you're not being informed, you please let us know so that we can get in touch with the concerned division as well as the study center coordinator so that things run in a smooth manner. So we have, as we have discussed the core courses, then we have, and secondly, from time to time, we will be uploading the core courses. For example, we had the certain queries that psychological disorders has been not been uploaded or statistical methods has not been uploaded. But as and when it will be offered semester wise, we will be uploading the program, the courses, the study material. Of course, there has been little bit delay in uploading of the study material, and we are really sorry for this inconvenience that has caused to our learners. And I also received a feedback that there was some discrepancy in the Hindi font in the Hindi material, so that we are taking care of. And as it gets rectified, it will be uploaded immediately, so that we will take care of. At our end, whatever activities we're taking care of, that will be done. But you also have to be a responsible learner. So that's what the faculty expects in the university. Now, when we come on to the discipline specific courses, there are two. Presently, we are offering two discipline specific, the fifth and the sixth semester. They are entirely they are of 6 credits. And in the fifth semester, we have counseling psychology. It is of 6 credits. And we have in the sixth semester, we have industrial and organizational psychology. Again, it is of 6 credits. Now, each course is being coordinated by the faculty member, any of the faculty members. So, for example, in discipline of psychology, we have Professor Swati Patra, Professor Suhas Shedgovekar, Dr. Smita Gupta, and myself. So we are coordinating, the 4 faculty members are coordinating the psychology courses. The foundations of psychology is coordinated by me. So any query related, you can always mail your query. And introduction to social psychology is coordinated by Dr. Smita Gupta at present. Psychological disorders again is coordinated by me. And statistical methods and research methods is coordinated by Professor Suhas. Counseling psychology is coordinated by Professor Swati Patra, and industrial and organizational psychology is coordinated by Dr. Smita Gupta. So this is just for your general information, of course. You need not worry about these details, but whatever your feedback, your queries, I will just share with you some email IDs. Then again, we have another category that is the skill enhancement. And at present, we are offering 4 courses in this basket. And as such, they are compulsory courses. We are offering right now emotional intelligence, school psychology, managing human resources, application of social psychology, and these all are of 4 credits. Earlier, I just mentioned the core courses and the discipline specific, they were of 6 credits, but the skill enhancement is of 4 credits. And the generic electives, this is a very interesting category which I referred to earlier in the program. Right now, we are offering the Indian Society Images and Realities. This is of 6 credits, and this is being offered by the discipline of sociology. So you can well imagine how interesting will be. And then we have a gender sensitization, society and culture again. This is a 6 credit course in the 6th semester. Now, I would like to share you with some important email IDs. For example, we always attend to whatever the queries and the feedback that we get. It is one of the ID is psychology at, you can just note it down, psychology at ignou.ac.in. Then we have Smita Gupta, SMITA, Smita Gupta at IGNOU.ac.in. She is also the BAG program coordinator. So any query, any feedback, most welcome. Then I'll give you my ID. It is MONIKAMISRA, Monica Misra at IGNOU.ac.in. Just in case if it is an overarching problem regarding to certain specific area, we have also another ID. It is BAGSOSS at ignou.ac.in. So, as a responsible learner, we expect that whatever the queries you have, any feedback, any problems whatsoever you face at the Learner Support Center, or any, if there is any communication gap, please write to us so that we can take any action and any uh, mechanism that can be done in order so that the program is run in a smooth way. We have received certain queries. Say, for example, one of the learner has just written, where do we get the assignments? Of course, the assignments are uploaded on the website. You just visit ignou.ac.in. You go to the download section. Under the download, you have the assignment. You just go into that BAG, and as per your credit, as per the course code, you can just download, because the downloaded assignment, the print has to be attached with your assignment. So ensure that, and please just also ensure that you follow that particular cycle. For example, I just mentioned the January 2020 and July 2019, the assignment are same. July 2020 and January 2021, the assignments will be same. Of course, the dates will differ, but the assignments remain same. So these are 2 cycles in one assignment. Uh, Please do not confuse the old BDP learners. They have to continue with the old structure, bachelor's degree program, where in a similar way, the BDP students, their assignments are also uploaded on the website under the download section. There is right now we don't have this online submission of assignment, but of course, if anything is done in this direction, it will be, of course, displayed on the website. As of now, we take handwritten assignments, which you have to submit at the Learner Support Center. So let us see how the situation prevails. Accordingly, the date will be there, and accordingly, you can visit the study center. There's no need to panic as such. There's no need to panic. Everything will be taken care of, because we are here for the students. So everything will be taken care of. And again, there are many queries related to the assignments. So how to submit the assignments? Again, it is at the Learner Support Center. Nowhere else. You get a receipt, and after evaluation of the assignments, you get it back from the study center, because these will be evaluated. As I just mentioned, it carries 30% weightage. Without this, you will not be able to write the exam. Of course, if it is an emergency situation, then of course, there will be some notification from the division. We'll just wait for that. As of now, you just try to complete, because the assignments are already uploaded. You just need to complete the assignments. Now, the practical exam. Practical exam will be conducted at the Learner Support Center, that is your study center, because you need to first conduct the practical sessions. Say, for example, you have 2 credit practicals, there will be 2 sessions. So in 2 sessions, you need to complete the practicals. After completing, making a file, like we do it in the conventional system, nothing different than that. You make a file, get it evaluated by the academic counselor, and then there is a date. Now, this date will not be shown in your date sheet, in the term and date sheet. So for that, you need to be in touch with your study center. Practical exam will again happen at the Learner Support Center only. The last date for the submission of the January 20 will be somewhere in September. Actually, for the July, it is 31st March. And for the January session, it is always 30th September. Time to time, it is revised because of unforeseen situations. At times, it is like, for example, right now it has been extended. So, but for the January session, you take it as 30th September. Why you wait for the September date? You just finish it, complete it, keep it to yourself, and then when everything reopens, you can submit it there in the study center. Yes, I do agree. The practical sessions might not have been conducted in some of the study centers. Some of the study centers who conducted, they did it previous year, that is before December, because December is a exam period where our study centers are also involved in conduction of exam theory exams. So if they had conducted it before December, now the situation is after everything normalizes, then only the sessions will be conducted. So you don't worry. Your sessions will be conducted, and then only the exams will be conducted. And if there is some confusion, you please email to us with regard to your sessions. So this is, one last thing that I want to share is your study center will not necessarily be your exam center. At the time of filling of the exam forms, you just you have to fill up the area, and then before the date sheet is finalized, after the date sheet is finalized, a study center is exam center is allotted. So it is not necessarily your study center. So don't be under that misconception that your study center will be your exam center. Of course, for your practical exam, the study center will be your exam center, not for your theory. It might be, it might not be. So in both the situations, you should be ready. So this is the scheme of study in Indira Gandhi National Open University for the BHG program. And the structure I have discussed. Please go through the study material as well as whatever the material that we provide you time to time. You visit the website. If any problems, please get in touch through the email ID that I have just mentioned. And I'll get to you, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible with another program on the psychology courses. Thank you so much.
Stay safe.
Stay safe and stay home. Don't panic.